say that it's a part of India. And what we wish to say all the time is that we should have a soft border rather than the line of control. And then from here we can move forward and talk about different solutions. And what I feel is there cannot be any military solution to Kashmir. It has to be through negotiation and through peace. And earlier the leadership of Pakistan was insisting that Kashmir is a core issue. And as an Indian, I feel that there are a lot of other issues like trade and people-to-people contact, and that will enable the Indians to, come forward to another solution on Kashmir's issue.
Yes, that's, Lise, can I come in?
Very briefly.
Right, yes, just to say I entirely endorse what my friend from India says, and I feel that once there are more people-to-people contacts, once there is more trade, probably we will have the confidence to tell ourselves that, okay, it's our friends demanding something from us. Let us sacrifice, let us make a little bit of sacrifice and go back from our very, very, very strongly held positions. And there then could be a solution to the Kashmir.
Well, let's hope that leaders on both sides are listening. Thank you to you, Naushad, who joined us from Karachi. Thank you to Sandeep in Hyderabad. And we had an email from Satya in Mumbai in India who basically agrees and says, Pakistan has not been able to keep pace with India in terms of economic development or political freedom. Religious minorities are persecuted in both countries. Both sides should show magnanimity about our past fissures and move ahead in harmony. So 60 years on, what does the future hold? We're joined now from Hassaan Idrees, 18 years old, joins us from Karachi in Pakistan. Hassaan Idrees, are you optimistic about Pakistan's future?
I am quite optimistic about Pakistan's future because Pakistan has come a long way since independence and has progressed in many fields like, agriculture and industry. But I'm afraid that the same cannot be said about the health and educational sectors, in which the conditions remain sadly pathetic. As compared to its neighbor, Pakistan has not registered the similar economic and social boom which India enjoys.
Well, stay with us, Hassaan. We've got Akbar Ahmed, who's a little bit older than 18. What are your reflections, Akbar Ahmed, as Pakistan marks its 60 years? Are you proud of your country?
I would say, Lisa, both India and Pakistan have to move towards coexistence and friendship. And for that, we need to be inspired by the founding fathers, by Mr. Jinnah, who kept his house in Bombay, Mumbai, with the view of spending his vacations there, continued to honor in his will the educational institutions in Delhi, in Aligarh and Bombay that he had written into his will. And of course, Mr. Gandhi, who was prepared to come to Pakistan and spend 3 months of every year just living in Pakistan. So we need to really go back and see how these founding fathers saw each other and saw the country that had been created in 1947 called Pakistan. I don't think they ever envisioned a country that was opposed to India and India opposed to Pakistan forever and locked in this terrible cycle of thawing and normal relations and then periods of conflict. And we have had 3 wars and we are both nuclear. So I would say it is time for us to look ahead as a region, as friends and as neighbors.
Very well put, Akbar Ahmed. And Hassaan Idrees, if you had to give some advice to the President General Pervez Musharraf to improve your country, what would you tell him?
I would tell him that he is not doing enough to oust the Taliban hiding in the mountainous area of the Waziristan province, and it is time the leadership of the country was in hands of the people, the democracy as it is.
So we should give up the uniform?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hassaan Idrees, thank you very much for joining us from Karachi. And Mohammed in Lahore, Pakistan says August 14th is a bittersweet day in my family. Like all Pakistanis, we celebrate it as our Independence Day. But for us, it's also a reminder of what we sacrificed for freedom. I'm always proud to be a Pakistani and proud of what our people sacrificed for the state of Islam. I'm afraid we have to bring